Number one, worksheet force as vector quantity. Two forces, each of magnitude 10 Newton, act at a point O in the direction of OA and OB, as shown in the diagram. The angle between the forces is theta. The resultant of these forces has magnitude 12 Newton. Find theta. Okay, so we know the formula for resultant force R square is equals to Rx square plus Ry square. R is 12, so 12 square, which is 144, equals the resultant force in x direction squared plus the resultant force in y direction squared. Okay, now how do you find Rx? What do? You resolve your forces. We have two forces. We have a 10 Newton force in this direction and a 10 Newton force in this direction. We're going to resolve these two forces and get the x component of both these forces. Okay, so this one is 10 Newtons and it's already the x component. It has no y component. So Rx is 10. One of the Rx is 10, and this will have a horizontal component in this direction, and that would be 10 cos of this angle, and this angle is 180 minus theta. So this is 10 cos 180 minus theta. Now you must know that cos 180 minus theta is the same as minus cos theta. So we get minus 10 cos theta here. So now we have a 10 Newton force in this direction and a minus 10 cos theta force in this direction. Formula for Rx is forward forces in x direction minus the backward forces in x direction. So it's going to be, since the resultant force would be somewhere over here, so this would be its x component and this would be its y component. So we're going to take this as the forward force. So 10 would be the forward force in x direction minus 10 cos theta will be the backward force in x direction. So we have 10 plus 10 cos theta as Rx. For Ry, we're going to take the forward force in y direction minus the backward force in y direction. Okay, this is going to be the forward force in x direction, or sorry, the y component of R. This is the y component of R and this is the x component of R. So Ry will be equals to this component minus the y component of the 10 Newton force. There is no y component of the lower 10 Newton force, so that's just going to be 0. And for this one, it's going to be 10 sine 180 minus theta. And you must know sine 180 minus theta is just sine theta. So we get 10 sine theta. So we have 10 sine theta minus 0, which is just 10 sine theta. Okay, now let's apply it here. Equals to, this will become 10 plus 10 cos theta squared plus 10 sine theta squared. Okay. So we have 144 equals to a squared plus 2ab plus b squared plus 100 sine square theta. Okay, let's simplify this. We get 144 equals 100 plus 200 cos theta. This becomes 100. Take 100 common, in fact, you get cos square theta plus sine square theta, which becomes 1. So we have 200 plus 200 cos theta is equals to 144. So we have 144 minus 200 divided by 200, which is minus 7 upon 5. And we take cos inverse of that. That gives us the theta. So shift cos answer is coming out to be 106.26. Angles in degree gets rounded to 1 dp. So it should be 106.3. Okay, moving on. Next it says, just a second, let me double check this. 144 minus 200 divided by 200 is minus 7 over 25. And shift cos of this is 106.26. Okay. Next it says, find the component of the resultant force in the direction of OA, which is Rx. We can see it from the figure. This is R, then this would be Rx. So that's in the direction of OA. So Rx is this 110 plus 10 cos theta. So let's replace theta with the value we just got. So Rx is equals to 10 plus 10 cos theta. In fact, cos theta can also be replaced with this minus 7 over 25, because here when you were simplifying it, somewhere by the end you did get cos theta is equals to minus 7 over 25. That is what I'll do, which gives 10 plus 10 times minus 7 over 25. It gives 7.2 newtons.